This is Windows XP, right? Well, no, this is not Windows XP. I got you. Actually, this isn't even a Windows mod that you can do to make your Windows 10 look like Windows XP. In fact, this is just a Chrome new tab extension. And this is actually very accurate. We have the taskbar, which looks just like Windows XP, and we have the start button and the start menu, and we have text and everything. User, we have settings, create a new window, add icon, and there's edit mode. It even tells the time, so whatever time is on your actual PC, it's going to tell on this extension. If you don't believe me on the fact that this is an extension, just take a look at this. This is literally my actual Chrome, and you can see I'm just recording on it. And we have the start menu and everything, so it works. But let's take a look at the settings. So settings, we have change background image. I can change that. Just add image URL. I'm not going to change that. You can change the background color, but it doesn't really work unless you click on remove background. So whatever color you add here is going to change the background color. So you can just set a solid color, but I'm going to keep it as default. And we have changed styles. It has 3 styles, which are Windows XP 7 and 98. And then this change drag and grid, which basically just makes it like more old type. So if we set it to 15 pixels and we create a new window, then you can see it's not as smooth. However, when we set it back to 0 pixels, it becomes more smooth. As you can see, it's now way smoother, so that looks better. And then we have the settings, of course. So when you click on it, we can change the styles, and there's Windows XP new tab information, but you're probably not going to go into that. But what I'm going to do is, well, let's just explore. So let's create a new window, and you can see there's this insert title here window, and there's actually a maximize button, and you can even close the window, and actually even minimizing the window works. So if I minimize, you can just go to the taskbar and open it up again. So it's really realistic. And there's this edit mode, and when we create a window, you can see the window is now bigger, and we can even like change whatever is the title of the window. So that's really nice and realistic. We can add a text, image, YouTube video, Kanban board, and search bar. I'm going to add a search bar like there is on the real new tab. You can even change the search engine to Bing, DuckDuckGo, and Google. There's also this component. You can add more components. There is this like 9 dots thing where you should be able to move it around, but it doesn't work. It just goes all the way back to where it was. And yeah, that's pretty nice. So I'm just going to type in Google search. Yeah. So there you go. And once we're done, we can disable edit mode, and there it is. So actually, we can even go ahead and create another window. So there's not just a limit windows. We can create how many windows we want, and we can turn on edit mode again. And of course, Windows XP has errors, so we're going to type in error, just error. We're going to add some text, and we're going to type in let's type in Windows cannot find title.wma. Title.wma is Windows XP installation music or welcome music. And we're just going to disable that. There you go. So let's close this window and go back to our search. Actually, you can even resize it, so it's really realistic. How many times we'll say that? So it's nice. You can even move it around, and like I said, it even tells the time, so that's great. So yeah. Something else I forgot to mention, by the way, is it changes the cursor to look like Windows XP, so that's also amazing. So whatever cursor you have, it's just going to show the Windows XP cursor. So as you can see, it's like the longer one that's in Windows XP. So we also have this icon thing, which actually you have the image URL, which I couldn't get to work. Of course I couldn't get it to work. And you can add the title, and you can also add the redirect URL. However, when we click it, it doesn't work, but we have to double click it, and when we do, so it doesn't work. So I mean, you can just go ahead and remove that if it doesn't work for you. So I'm just going to add an icon, look, and of course we can just delete it. It looks cleaner too. So there you go. That's pretty much about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. What else? So let's go ahead and let's change the style. So let's go and change it to Windows 98. And now it looks like Windows 98. So we have the gray taskbar and everything. And yeah, that's nice. We have the start menu. It looks like Windows 98 start menu, and we're going to change it to Windows 7 now. So let's change it to Windows 7, and the arrow doesn't really work. It does have transparency, but it's not the best. We do have the background. We have the start orb and everything. We have the start menu, which doesn't look exactly like Windows 7, but it works. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.